Oh man, wait a minute. See if I can get this lighting better. Oh, there it is. Okay. Knicks Nation, I hope you're enjoying your weekend. I hope that you're safe and healthy and that your family is enjoying their weekend and that they're also safe and healthy and that the needs of you and your family in terms of food and shelter and clothing is being met today. Blessings upon those that work in the healthcare field, like that took care of my father, with first responders who every day are saving lives. Blessings also upon those that pick up garbage to keep our places clean. Blessings upon those that make deliveries for our convenience. Double blessings on the people that are out here trying to help rescue, deliver, and recover teenagers and children that are the victims of kidnapping, child molestation, and pedophilia. Blessings also upon those that are subject to prostitution or child prostitution, pornography, child pornography, human trafficking, and sex slavery. Double curses on the perpetrators, the profiteers, and the perverts that create these industries. Finally, double blessings on the people and families that are homeless, which are nearly 600,000 men, women, and children and families, and millions around the world in other countries with worse conditions. Blessings upon them, for theirs is the kingdom. First of all, I just really, truly can't really thank you all enough. I saw, like, I was really, busy as you could imagine. When from the before my father passed away, and then of course once he did pass away, there was a lot going on, and there still is a lot going on. I was at the funeral home today, but I went and I was totally overwhelmed with the number, over like 100 and something condolences, and I'm trying my best to answer each one like individually, because I was overwhelmed by the love, the support, the condolences, the prayers. Uh, I can't even say thank you enough. Really, it's amazing. Really is amazing. And so again, I just thank you. Really, thank you. I can't pay you back for the love you showed to me. I can't pay you back, but Most High knows. And so I say thank you to all of you for all the support and love that you get. I'm trying to, if I haven't gotten back to you, it's not for lack of trying. I was on the phone with family, and as I'm talking to them, I'm typing thank yous and stuff, and I'm trying to catch up to all of the condolences, man. Yeah, thank you all very much. Yeah, my father, I was very fortunate to be raised by him. Very fortunate to have had, the opportunity to be his son, and very fortunate that he died in his sleep very peacefully, and I had a deep conversation with him 48 hours before he passed away, and I'm thankful for all of that. So really, those people, if you have parents and you love them, really do your best to spend some time with them, because they're not here forever. So do your best. And again, welcome to the chat. Tony Tippins, Angriel, Raid OG, Jeremy, PL, Malik, my brother Malik, Grand Rising DC, Dakota Strange, Stoop Kids Studios, Calvinator, King Ribby, Jay Cruz. Thank you all, and more. Jim Adino, I'm seeing more names. Thank you all for, I can't really thank you enough. I can't really, literally cannot thank you enough for all that you have shown toward me that I totally don't deserve, but it is what it is. Thank you. Hey, Caliente Kid, V Dash, nice to see you all. So let's talk about important business. Hey, brother Lonnie J Sniper, truth be told, hey, what's up, y'all? So the Knicks are in the midst of a battle. Now, look, the thing is, the Knicks have lost a couple of games, but the people the teams that they're battling have also. Look, I could not believe the Knicks lost Friday, but I could not believe that Charlotte beat Orlando on Friday. See, again, this is the league. So on any given night, any team can beat any team, Thank you, Ray Valentino, Coach Hauser. How you doing? Donnell 140th Street. Thank you, Jeremy. Appreciate it. So I watched the replay of the game last night, and OG looked good. OG looked good. What really cost the Knicks is very simple. It was the rebounding and losing Josh Hart like 11 minutes into the game. That ruined the game for the Knicks. That was it right there. Losing, and I saw the play. Okay, it looked bad, but I don't think that was a flagrant two. I think, I don't think that was a flagrant two. So to me, they overreacted and they threw Josh Hart out the game, and that changed everything because we know now Josh Hart averages about 9 or 10 boards a game, but I'd say since the injury bug, Josh Hart's been double figures, like 12, 14, 15, 19 rebounds he's been bringing in. So if you take 14 rebounds and you add it to the Knicks, that makes it a lot closer. Okay, makes it a lot closer. And the attention that he draws because he does go after those rebounds, that makes it a lot closer. So I really, I don't want to say I blame the refs, but I will put it this way. The loss of Josh Hart in the first quarter cost the Knicks the game. Period. The loss of Josh Hart in the first quarter cost the Knicks the game. And the good thing about it, I want to tell you, there's a good thing about it. There's a silver lining, right? Good thing about it is I can guarantee you Josh Hart's going to come to play today. I can guarantee you he's going to have a high level of energy and he's going to come to play today. Okay? This is a good thing. Brunson is a key to the Knicks winning. Josh Hart is just a big key because the energy that he brings is very important to the Knicks' success, very important to the Knicks winning and to their success. So, he's going to come to play today. Yeah, he's going to come to play. Deuce is going to – did y'all see Deuce Friday? 19 points off the bench, 7 assists, hellified defense. And now he's so confident. Then this is the thing that him and Hart have in common, energy. They both bring very high levels of energy. And both of them, Deuce and Hart, if they get the ball off the rebound, it's a fast break. Okay? That's right. It's a fast break. Okay? And so that puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Yeah, what's up, John David? So that is big time. And I'm telling you, man, Bogdanovich is questionable for today. One of the bums is questionable. We know Juju is out, but we got MitchRob and we got OG. Okay. OG, I mean, tell me what y'all saw, but I didn't see him looking like he was wincing or anything. Did y'all? He looked like he was his old self on Friday, against Chicago. He looked like he was his old self on Friday. So I'm thinking, I think they're going to be all right. So just as the Knicks, when you look at the standings, the NBA standings, so right now, even with the loss, the Knicks are right now tied with the Orlando Magic for the fourth seed, with Orlando having the edge because of the tiebreaker, but they're both only a half a game behind Cleveland. Cleveland, as we expected, lost to the Lakers, and they got to play the Clippers today, who also are fighting for playoff position. So, yeah, that's exactly right, CAA. I think that's right. OG just needs to get his legs back, and I don't think it's going to be that long either. So, so they lost yesterday to the Lakers. They got a back-to-back second night now. They got to play the Clippers. It's a very strong possibility Cleveland loses. Good afternoon, Ms. Stevenson. It's a very strong possibility Cleveland loses this game today. Okay, not that the Knicks are a shoo-in to beat the Bucks, but it does look like Giannis is questionable because of they sat him down the game before last, and I'm not sure. I think he sat him down in this last game because of he's got a hamstring problem. So let me see now. I'm looking at today's report. Beauchamp is out. Hamstring is questionable. He's questionable against the Knicks. So the thing is about the Bucks. Though. They're ready for Milwaukee. I think they're playing in Milwaukee, right? They're playing in Milwaukee, right? They're not playing in Madison Square Garden. I think they're playing in Milwaukee today. So, yeah, they're in Milwaukee today. But the thing about a hamstring, though, is it's a very sensitive part in terms of basketball. So, yeah, it's a very sensitive part. So I'm not saying he's sitting. I'm just wondering about his effectiveness today. Okay. And I like that we got Hardestein, MitchRob, and OG. We got the crew we need. But well, who just said this? Somebody I respect. Where is it? Who was it? Glenn. One man doesn't stop the show. Yeah. Yes, that's generally true. With one exception. The energy that Josh Hart brings to the Knicks cannot be overemphasized. The energy that Hart brings to the Knicks and the energy he brings and the pressure he puts on the team on the boards cannot be overemphasized. So I think that was a huge blow for New York. That was a huge blow. And then they lost the rebounding battle, right? They lost the rebounding battle. So, and Josh Hart is a large part of that to show you, how important he is to the Knicks in terms of rebounding, So, yeah, no, I'm telling you, man. So this is gonna be a big game. No, it says questionable, so I think Giannis is gonna play, but I'm saying I think his effectiveness might be limited, which is an opportunity for the Knicks. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying Giannis won't play. They are holding on, by a thread to the number 2 seed right now. They're a game and a half ahead of Cleveland, and they're 2 games ahead of the Knicks and the Magic for the 2nd seed. If they lose tonight, they might have a problem. They may have a problem. Okay. Yeah, it woulda, coulda, shoulda. We don't worry about that. CA. We lost. Cleveland lost. Orlando lost. We good. I just thankful Cleveland lost and Orlando lost and Milwaukee lost. So all of them lost. So we good. We didn't lose no ground. So we good. And I think we got what tonight we got 6 games left, including tonight. Isn't that right? We got 6 games left, including tonight, if I'm not mistaken, right? We're 40. They play 77 games. They play 77 games. We got 5 games left. 5 games left, including tonight. 5 games. That's right, Coach. We got 5 games left, including tonight. So it's coming down to the wire. And so, listen, what else I'm gonna tell you? Chicago, we 0-1. So after we play with Milwaukee tonight, we got to go back to Chicago. We'll see what happens. We see what happens. That's all I'm saying. We see what happens. That's all I'm saying. There is no way. What's that cat's name? Graham? There's no way. There was just no way. He had too big of a game. I was like, there's no way. Not like that. No, not him. No. Yeah, so once in Chicago and once at the Garden. Okay. Yeah, old school player, don't worry. I don't like when you use the word worry. That's too strong of a word for a basketball game, old school player. What are you worried about, man? This is not real life. This is a game. Don't worry. It ain't that serious. It ain't that serious, man. Don't worry. Don't worry about stuff. It's not that bad, okay? You might be concerned. You might think Precious, but I think Precious is going to be fine. I think he'll be fine. Don't worry about him. He'll be all right. Yeah. Who I prefer to play in the first round? Actually, honestly, the only team I'm concerned about right now in the first round is the Orlando Magic. That's the only team I'm concerned about. And the reason I'm concerned only about the Orlando Magic, and even them, I'm not so concerned that I don't think the Knicks can't beat them in 7 games. But they really, there's like the Knicks have Cleveland's number. Orlando has the Knicks number. Put it that way. So if the Knicks were to play Cleveland in the first round, I'm not worried about Cleveland. I'm not worried about Boston. I'm not worried about Milwaukee. I'm not worried about Miami. I'm not worried about nobody. But Orlando seems to have the Knicks number. That's all I'm saying. They seem to. They just seem to know they can beat the Knicks. Okay. Yakuba, thanks for the $10. Greatly appreciate that. Yeah, but you know what? That's a good point. CAA Mafia said OG on Paulo, it's over. Look, I'm not going to say OG can't guard Paulo, but we got to give Paulo flowers. That brother is that dude. Like, I knew he was good coming out of Duke, and I knew he was going to be that dude. I didn't expect him to be this far in his second season. He's only in his second season, man. 6'10", can handle the rock, can shoot the three, can defend, can reap. Look, Paulo's that guy, man. And I've watched him twice live. It's even crazier when you actually see him. It's really, he's ridiculous, man. He really is. I haven't seen a guy in a long time that's been 6'10", can do what he does. I mean, at 6'10". Kevin Durant, some of y'all might remember the Big E, Elvin Hayes. There's not that many guys that is 6'10" that can do what he does on the level he does. I'm telling you, there's not that many. Can y'all name somebody 6'10"? Name some six. I mean, Elvin Hayes, Kevin Durant. That's about it. That really is about the extent of it. Can y'all name? I'm not talking Kobe's about 6'6", Michael Jordan about 6'6". I'm talking about a 6'10" dude that can handle the rock, that can shoot the rock, that can defend. Tom Chambers was good, but he wasn't Paulo. Tom Chambers was real good, but he wasn't Paulo. And I like Tom Chambers, Seattle Supersonics. He was good. But see, Tony Tippins, how many guys we named so far, though? Right? We say Elvin Hayes, Kevin Durant, and Tom Chambers. 6'10" guys that can do what Paolo Banchero does. Not, they don't, I ain't seen nobody. So, yeah, but I ain't seen nobody. I'm not afraid of nobody else. I'm not afraid of Miami. I'm not afraid of Miami. I'm not afraid of Miami. I'm not afraid of Indiana. I'm not afraid of Indiana. I'm not afraid of Cleveland. I'm not afraid of Milwaukee. I'm not afraid of Boston. I'm not afraid of none of them cats. Only Connie Hawkins was 6'8", though, Brother Lonnie. Hawk was 6'8". He had like a 7-foot wingspan, but he was 6'8". Okay, he's 6'8". And it depends if the Knicks can overcome Orlando for the 4th seed. That's going to be pretty huge. Home court is going to be very important because they would play each other in a 4-5 series, right? That would be the series, 4 against 5. Lamar Odom, I'll give you Lamar Odom. I'll give you Lamar Odom. I'll give you that. That is true. I'll give you Lamar Odom. Yeah, I'll give you Lamar. But Lamar came off the bench, so I wouldn't put him in the same, as a 6-man, yeah, but Paolo's a starter. Lamar wasn't playing starters minutes. Lamar Odom, if you recall, he played against second units. Now, I'm not saying he wasn't great, but I'm not going to, I can't put him up there with Chambers. I can't put him up there with Chambers and Durant. Antoine Walker, oh, hell no. No, Antoine Walker. No, Antoine Walker was nowhere near as good as Paolo. Michael Beasley, no. Chris Bosh, I'll give you Chris Bosh now. I'll give you Chris Bosh. I'll give you Chris Bosh. I'll give you Chris Bosh. Not on brand, and he was good, but not like Paolo. So far, Chris Bosh and Kevin Durant, only modern guys. Elvin Hayes before them, but I'm not going to give you Lamar Odom because he played against second units, and I'm not going to give you Michael Beasley. Maybe he might have been I don't know, but no. What's good, Guilford? Yeah, Connie Hawkins was 6'8". He just had arms like he was 7'1", Yeah, Vin Baker, Sean Kemp. Ooh. Craig Ward. Okay, wait. Let's not forget about Sean Kemp. I got to give you that one. Sean Kemp, Tim Thomas, come on, man. Sean Kemp. Oh, yeah. Sean Kemp, baby. Oh, yeah. I'll give you that, Craig Ward. Sean Kemp. Rashid was really good. Rashid's Hall of Fame, but I still think Paolo is better than Rashid ever was. I really do. Rashid fit with it with 2004. Kevin Garnett, I'll give you him too. I'll give you Kevin. Now we starting LaMarcus Aldridge now. Kevin Garnett, yeah. Kevin Garnett, Vin Baker DeWano, no. Tim Duncan. But Tim Duncan, see, yeah, would you agree he could not handle the ball like Paolo can? Paolo can handle the ball and shoot threes. Tim Duncan was a maniac on the block, right? But he couldn't shoot threes like Paolo. He couldn't do it. No, Robert Horry. Yeah, in that regard. But I'm saying handle the rock, shoot threes, run the floor, defense. Paul Gasol, nah, he's good. We talk about some good. Oh, Bob McAdoo. Ooh, Bob McAdoo. Bob McAdoo. Yeah, y'all naming some guys. Shaw Kemp, Bob McAdoo, Chris Webber. I give you Chris Webber too. Yeah, Chris Webber. Yeah, I give you that. I wouldn't say Ori. Ori was a great team player, and he was on the right teams while he won chips, but I wouldn't say that. No. Derek Coleman had the talent, but never fulfilled his potential. Right? I think we'd agree to that, Frank Nan. He had the talent to be Paolo. He just never fulfilled that potential. Dirk Nowitzki, and Nowitzki's great. Well, Nowitzki was great. But let's be honest, Nowitzki could not handle the ball like Paolo. Paolo could bring the ball up, y'all. Paolo could set up the offense. Y'all know that? He could set up the offense. He could hit a three with dudes. You know, I've seen dudes like OG all in his face, and he hit threes. Paolo's ridiculous, man. Yeah, Paolo's ridiculous. Pippen was 6'8", 6'7", 6'8". You know, he was 6'8". That wasn't. But no, Paolo's ridiculous. That's how good Paolo is. I'm telling you. He's a game changer, man. You guys crazy. He's a game changer, though. Yeah, Coleman had the talent to be one of the greatest ever. Derek Coleman did. He just never fulfilled his potential. He never did. Talent-wise, yeah. Amari was good, but athleticism is all he had. He's amazing. But Paolo got skills. So I don't want to fake. I'm just saying, y'all ask me somebody, who am I concerned with? Only Orlando. I don't want to deal with Orlando. I don't. I'd rather the Knicks be top 3 in the East and play the 6th seed and then have to deal with Orlando in the second round. You know, I'd rather not deal with Orlando. Not saying that they can't beat Orlando in a 7-game series. Okay. Thank you, Brian. I greatly appreciate that. You think he was 6'7", was he? I thought he was about 6'6" myself, but okay, 6'7", 6'6". He wasn't 6'10". Paolo was a full 6'10". You see Paolo standing next to Julius Randle, and he make Julius Randle look like an average or small dude. Paolo is big, man. I was watching. I said, "Whoa, Juju is a Juju's locomotive." But I see Paolo standing this, I'll be like, "Dang, you make him look like his son, man. Daggone." You know? Yeah. So I seen Precious put all kind of defense on Paolo, for real. And Paolo still score. Precious be making it hard for him. They got a thing going, you know, them two. But we're going to see. Like I said, again, I'm not saying the Knicks cannot beat Orlando in the 7-game series. He asked me who I'm most concerned with. It's Orlando. Because Orlando is very capable of beating the Knicks in a 7-game series. Okay? Orlando is capable of doing it. Okay? But let's see what happens. Today, right now, y'all, we got to beat Milwaukee. All right, I'm going to tell you what. Hart is coming to play. Josh is coming to play today. Deuce is coming to play today. OG's coming to play today. Precious is coming to play today. MitchRob is coming to play today. All of these cats are coming. Now, we need them all because you got Dame Dollar. You got Middleton. Giannis. You know, you need them all. You know, so yeah, Jalen Suggs is that dude. I liked him coming out of Gonzaga. I thought I was getting disappointed because I thought maybe he wasn't gonna fulfill what I thought he. But no, he's coming on now, man. Jalen Suggs is that guy. He's coming on, really is. Both sides of the ball. I compared him to Jason Kidd coming out of Gonzaga. People thought I was crazy, and then I started thinking I was crazy, but not anymore. The Jalen Suggs is that guy, man. He really is. So he's getting the ball. Yep. So Anthony Black is a good rookie, man. He really is a good looking rookie. I didn't think he was going to be that good. He's a really good looking rookie. Anthony Black for Orlando and Jaime Jaquez for Miami, they both exceeded all kind of expectations, man. They both exceeded all kind of expectations. So, it's gonna be fun to watch, man. I'm gonna tell you right now. Abe, Andy Perez, Guilford McCormick. If I ain't reach y'all already, thanks for coming. Gumby, my man, how you doing? Everybody, thanks again for all of the well wishes and the condolences. I'm trying to get through them all so I can answer everybody personally because y'all deserve that. It's taking time, but I'm trying to get to it, man. But shoot, y'all really overwhelmed with all of them. I wasn't expecting all of that. Y'all really overwhelmed me yesterday, man. That was something else. But today's game, the Knicks are going to come. I see one of the things, and tell me if y'all noticed this. When the Knicks have been losing recently, what you will notice is not only like a specific thing like a rebounding, but you notice at the end they start to lose their energy. It's like, and that's right, Malik. I agree with you. We start to lose their energy. So when they get refreshed, they come out like gangbusters. But when they start to lose their energy, it comes out in the third and the fourth quarter, especially. They lose their energy, or they have a slow start. The thing about the playoffs is that there's usually like 2 days between games. So now, the Knicks get a playoff position, which they're going to get. But the question is, you get 2 days between games, they're going to have the energy. Okay? When they come out with the energy, they're tough to beat. So with the team we got right now, we can still compete for the ECF. Things have got to fall right, but they could still do it. And so, like I said, the only Bogdanovich, depending on he really is dependent, like a athletic player is dependent on athleticism. He's dependent on hitting his shot. If he's not hitting his shot, he's not going to help you. Okay, it's very simple. If Bogdanovich is not hitting his shot, he's going to become diminishing returns real quick. If he's hitting his shot, he becomes very valuable, in the lineup, especially the second unit with MitchRob. He becomes very valuable. So we'll see how that is going to work out. But you got Deuce, Precious, and MitchRob, and then you got Bogdanovich, and Tibbs is using them based on matchups. You're still going to see Deuce with 35 to 40 minutes a game. You're still going to see, MitchRob at this point, 15, 20 minutes. And then Precious depends on the matchup. So we'll see what happens. But we're going to need that rebounding today. We're going to need the same thing we always need. Rebounding, ball movement, low turnovers, and very tight defense. Thank you, Ms. Stevenson. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much. It was what it was, man. Honestly, I'm happy because my father's not in pain anymore. I miss him, but I know he's at peace. I'm very confident. I see him. I came in the room, like I said, once he had passed and his hands were, he had his hands folded and he was laid there at peace. And I just said, Pop, I'll see you. I'll see you in a little while. And I was thinking of that image. It's still in my mind, but it just gives me a sense knowing that he's going to be all right. And I really believe that he's going to be all right. If you notice, you don't see me tearing up as I did before, because I really, when I was tearing up before, is because I felt guilty for keeping him in that rehab. I didn't like him in that rehab. I thought it was good, but it wasn't. I didn't like keeping him in that rehab, man. These rehabs stink. And then they try to steal part of his money. Be careful these places you put your parents in, man. I did some scouting and I thought this place was good. Well, actually, a lot of people, they changed all their personnel once my father got in there. But man, shoot. I would not recommend these places. If you could do it at home, do it at home. Thanks for the $2. Because the Knicks match up well with the Heat. I'm not worried about the Heat. A healthy Knicks team against a healthy Heat team, the Knicks don't beat them. Not only that, Tyler Hero can't even stay healthy. But you got OG in there and MitchRob coming back strong, and then you're going to have Deuce playing a role. I'm not worried about Miami. I'm not worried about Miami at all. Not at all. Yeah, I'm not worried about that at all, man. So, no, I'm not worried about the Heat. Forget the Heat. You know what they say? You know what we say, right? Ace of spade. Motherflocker heat. I'm not worried about the heat. Whatever. Bring it. Bring what you got. Let's do what we got to do. I'm not worried about the heat at all, at all, at all. Mm-mm. Last year I was concerned because I saw not only the twin, I forgot his name, but also the guard that ended up going to the Lakers. They were playing out of their minds, and then well, what's that kid's name that now Cleveland got? They were playing out of their minds last year, man. And I was like, man, I was a little concerned. I'm not concerned with them at all this year. Motivational. Thank you for that, man. I greatly appreciate that. Greatly appreciate the love. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm not worried about Miami. They're gonna be tough now, but I'm very confident. Strus, that's right. Max Strus playing out of his mind. What was the guy's name, Coach Hauser, that was killing? Gabe Vincent killing with threes, and then the other kid that he still got, one of the twins, killing. I'm not worried about them right now. I'm not worried about them right now. Caleb Martin playing out of his mind last year. They're all playing out their mind last year. So they lost Gabe Vincent. They lost Lowry, or they got rid of him. And then Strus is gone. And now and Caleb is still there, but I'm not as concerned with them now. Now I'm not as worried about them, even with Scary Terry. And Scary Terry could play. He's a playoff player. I'm not worried about them. Not at all. I am not. We got 7 games. We get 2 games rest between games. We ready, baby. We're gonna be ready. We're gonna be ready. We're gonna be ready. Not only that, y'all know the Knicks hold the season series against Miami. We beaten them 2 out of 3. We beat Miami 2 out of 3 this year. So thank you, Corey Lindsay. I greatly appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. He's questionable. He'll probably play today. Yeah, and you got playoff Brunson. Hell yeah. Playoff Brunson. I'm telling y'all. OG. And you're going to see the opening act of Playoff Deuce. I'm looking forward to seeing Playoff Deuce. That's my man right there. I'm looking forward to seeing Playoff Deuce. And you have already seen Playoff Brunson. And you have already seen Playoff MitchRob. Yes, you have. You've already saw them. Yes. We're going to be okay, y'all. And let me tell you something else. Playoff Dante is clutch Dante. Dante's been clutch since he was at Villanova. He was clutch when he was on the Bucks, and he was clutch when he was on the Golden State Warriors. Clutch Dante shows up too. Oh, yeah. No, I'm not worried about nobody at all except Orlando. And I'm telling you, all the Knicks could beat them in a 7-game series, but it ain't going to be no easy thing. It might be a 7-game series. It ain't going to be no gentleman sweep against them. They too good, man. They really good. Yeah, OG, and that's what I'm saying. I did not notice OG like holding his elbow or asking for extra ice. Did y'all? I didn't see that when I watched the game. It looked like he played without pain yesterday. If that's the case, we're going to see what happened. We got to see what happened. I'm very happy there. We got to see what happened. If that's the case, as Manuel Rivera would say, we got to see what happened. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that's true, Tony Tibbins. That's exactly right. They have not played us, being Tony Tibbins, perfectly healthy. They have not, but we'll see what happens. We got to see what happens. I'm very confident, baby. I think we could do this. Supposed to scare you? You shouldn't let supposed to scare you, man. See, you got that. See, I got Tibbs. I got Tibbs back all day. Motherflocker Spolstra. We good. Motherflocker Spolstra. Tibbs you know what Tibbs gonna do? He gonna open that cage and let them dogs out. That's what he gonna do. He gonna open the cage. And he gonna say, you know what he used to say when I was a kid? When you train the dog, he used to go like this. Y'all remember that? When you get dogs, he gonna open that cage. He gonna say, it's gonna be on then. Nah. Let me tell you something. You know what I'm saying, Coach Hauser, is this. Watch the Knicks, because the Knicks got it. See, first time, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Look, they already know. Now the Knicks know what the game is. They ain't going to go in there looking at the refs after Bam throws an elbow or sticks his leg out. Nope, you're going to see them do it right back. I say bring it. I say bring it. Bring it. Bring it on. Let's get it done, baby. Let's go to war. I think we good. That's right. Who let the dogs out? Tibbs gonna open that. Forget a Spolstra. Tibbs gonna open that thing and let them dogs out. That's what's gonna happen. Yeah. No, Charlie Craig Ward, he dirty. Period. Bam is dirty as whatever. This side of Draymond Green, but that's all right. That's all good. We could do that. We gonna go there. Let's do this. Yep, he stayed. That's right. It's all good. No, I don't. Charlie King, I don't. I'm not that shallow, bro. I think I've been telling you Orlando's up and coming for about a year now. They're gonna be all right. And I told you, it's not because I'm here. They're just good. And they beaten the Knicks, what, 3-1 this year? Am I right? The Orlando record against the Knicks is like 3-1. I think it is. Right? I think the Orlando record against New York is like 3-1. So no. They're good, baby. Paolo Banchero is that dude. So I'm just saying, if they were, I don't care if they're Orlando, Pandamno, or whatever. If they was in Arizona or California or Texas, they good. That's all I'm saying. And they happen to be in the East, and they're really good. So, of course, Guilford, they're going to say Bam isn't dirty. Of course, the Celtics used to say, Dave Cowens wasn't fouling nobody. Dave Cowens the refs must have gave him 10 fouls a game. He was one of the biggest hacks in NBA history, Dave Cowens. 6'8", trying to guard 7-foot dudes. He'd be draped on Jabbar. Couldn't even stand up, but the refs was letting him play, especially in the Boston Garden. They could give Dave Cowens like 10 fouls, they give Dave Cowens. So that's how and none of the Boston fans say, oh no, he didn't foul him. Man, please. So just like Bam ain't dirty, the sky ain't blue either. The sky ain't blue if Bam ain't dirty. The sky can't be blue if Bam ain't dirty. Yo, King Ribby, I'm with that energy, baby. I'm with that energy. I don't know what he's going to average. But I know he's going to be a factor. I know some unfortunate soul is going to catch the deuce card. I do know that. Some unfortunate soul is going to catch the deuce card. And then they're going to mess around and leave him open for threes, and they're going to pay that penalty. That's going to be a problem. And then they're going to try to close him out, and he's going to go by you. And don't let him feel. Did y'all see the dunk he did? Where he loves that fake, the shaking head and shoulder fake with one hand. Whoop, whoop, and he went and dunked it with two hands. No, I'm not trading nobody. I'm not trading nobody on the Knicks. Nobody. I'm not trading nobody. Not Juju, not nobody. Not playing nobody, trading nobody. I don't want no trades. I don't need no trades. Now, I will tell you this. I wouldn't be surprised if the Knicks did take one number one pick, like the Dallas pick. I wouldn't be surprised if they exercise that pick. A late first rounder. It has to be late. We're dealing with the Don, right? He might even trade down into the second round, but he don't want to pay a lot of money. But the guy who they pick won't play for 2 years. And so it'll be a good grooming process if they get a late round rookie, and then they can groom him for 2 years because he won't play for 2 years. He'll be playing G League most of the time. Yeah, I'm saying exactly. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Dallas pick, which would probably be, in the 20s, maybe even later than that. If the Dallas pick, they used that and got the first rounder, and then maybe traded away their pick into a future pick, traded for a future pick and keep one going for the future. I wouldn't be surprised they do that because then you could stash somebody for 2 years. You get some kid that's 18, 20, whatever, and you play him in the G League and try to develop him. I mean, a legit late first rounder, not like this kid they signed to Martin that they signed last summer. He wasn't even an NBA player. But I'm talking about somebody that can actually have the talent to play in the league and, just needs 2 years because he's not going to play with Tibbs. What position would I pick? That's a good question. I would probably pick probably pick either a wing or a power forward because we're talking 3 years from now when this kid would play. So Juju in 3 years is going to be 32, right? 3 years, Juju is going to be 32. So that's what I'm talking. I would do that, right? Josh Hart's going to be 32 in 3 years, right? So I might pick a wing or I might pick a four. If it depends. I haven't really looked at I'm going to start looking at the draft now, look at who's available and what they look like and start scouting. Yeah, either a wing or a four. I wouldn't pick a guard because I think Deuce is only 23, 2 years, 3 years, he's 26. We're not worried about that. Brunson is 27, 3 years, he's 30. I'm not worried about that. Dante also. So really, I'd pick a wing or a four. That's what I would pick. Either a wing or a four, late first round, somebody that's got a lot of upside. If it was this year, what's the kid's name? Hendrick. Remember something Hendrick, something from Florida, and he went to Utah. I'd pick a kid like that. You know, Hendricks. Y'all know who I'm talking about. His name is Hendricks, and they picked him. I liked him coming out of Jacksonville, I think. And who has him? I think he's playing on Utah right now. I would pick a guy like that. Somebody I know is not going to play for 2 years. And Taylor Hendricks, I would pick a guy like that. He wouldn't be playing for 2 years, and I'm developing him for 2 years, and he's going to be like 22 in 2 years. And then, or Trey Murphy, right? Somebody like that we don't have to play right now. But Trey was coming out ready to play. But Taylor's not. Taylor's going to be a good player, but he needs another year to the season. So I would just have a guy that you can develop for 2 years, and when Drew is 32 or 33, you can start breaking this kid in, whoever the kid is, right? Meantime, he's on a championship roster. That's what I'm saying. He's on a championship roster. That's all I'm saying. So we'll see. But that's what I would do this year. I wouldn't be surprised if they use the Dallas pick to get a kid that they can develop over the next 2 years. They think ahead like that. We're playing chess. We're not playing checkers. So we're not worried about next year. We're not even worried about the year after that. 3 years from now, this kid would play. Okay? Let him play summer league. Let him play with Obi's brother, get beat up, and learn the game, and then come in 3 years from now ready to take Drew's spot. That's what I'm saying. Or ready to take Josh Hart's spot, something like that. Just like Golden State is doing. Golden State is rebuilding on the DL. Most people don't recognize, but you got to watch how many rookies and second-year players and third-year players is Golden State playing. They're playing a lot of them right now. Okay? Kuminga, Moody, I can't even pronounce the other kid's name, Peter or something. They playing all of them kids right now, man. And these are guys for the future. Obi brother. Not Obi. Obi's brother. Gumby. Who's Obi? Jacob. Let Obi's brother Jacob, beat him up a little bit, break him in because Jacob hungry, so Jacob's trying to get into the regular rotation next year. So let him get beat up, let the kid get beat down by the hungry boy, Yeah. So I think Obi's okay. I think he is. Let me see what we got here. Let's take a look at Obi. I think he's all right. He's coming off the bench. Indiana lost. They lost the young boy for the season. There, they lost the young kid for the season, man. Benedict Mathurin. They lost him for the season. But Obi's all right. He's coming off the bench behind Pascal Siakam. He's doing all right. Yeah, they lost Mathurin for the season. So Obi's he's gonna be all right. I think he'd be starting, but they wouldn't got Pascal Siakam. So what you gonna do? All NBA guy. So what you gonna do? Lord Sincere, please stop. Please stop. And when are you going to give up that disease you have? It's coulda, woulda, shoulda disease. It's a bad disease, Lord Sincere one. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. It's a bad disease. It's really rampant. It's a plague among Knicks Nation. Please, y'all, try to avoid the coulda, woulda, shoulda disease. Try to avoid that. It's a sad disease. It's back from when Isaiah Thomas's time. Yeah, don't worry about that, Lord Sincere. The coulda, woulda, shoulda disease. Try to avoid that one, man. Forget Jonte. We good. You don't have to worry about that. We good. Remember, we got Jalen Brunson, Dante DiVincenzo, and Deuce McBride. I think we're in pretty good shape. Listen, right? I mean, Lord Sincere, would you agree? Are we in pretty good shape with Deuce McBride, Dante DiVincenzo, and Jalen Brunson? I think we're okay. I think we could do business with them three guys. Yeah, right? I think we can. I know. It's not even summer yet. And people are talking Donovan Mitchell already. It's not even summer yet. I'm going to tell y'all right now, they are not breaking up the Villanova crew to bring in Donovan Mitchell. I know people don't want to hear it. And I know everybody think, no, he's not coming here. No, it's not going to happen. They're not breaking up the Villanova crew for Donovan Mitchell. It's not going to happen. Zero, no. I'm just trying to tell y'all now. Yeah. Thank you, Dexter. Greatly appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for the love. Oh, the Nets. K New York Times. I call you New York Times. K New York Times. I think you're right about that one. I think you might have something there. He's talking about the Nets. I can see the Nets definitely offering him whatever he wants and trying to swing for the fences to get one Donovan Mitchell. I can definitely see that. Because Nano, the Nets, they have the old Knicks mentality. They try to make that big splash, But what would they have to give up? Because they want to pair him with McCall. But what would they have to give up? What would they have to give up, to get him? He's not going to come cheap, right? So I wonder what they have to give Cleveland to get him. I'm just wondering. No, it's not. I can see the Nets going after him, though. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. We're not doing it. But I'm saying, what you think Cam Thomas would do it, though? Cam Thomas, if you were Cleveland, and Donovan Mitchell made it known that he wants to go to New York, even if it's Brooklyn, right? And you're the Nets, so you're Sean Marks. What are you asking for if you're Cleveland, what are you asking for from the Nets? What are you asking for the Nets? And you know what? I have to agree with you, KNYT. I have to agree with anybody saying Cam Johnson. This is what I would do. If I'm Cleveland, I want Cam Johnson. I want the shooter. What's the boy name that can shoot the rock? Y'all know what I'm talking about. What's that boy name that can shoot the rock? What's that boy name that can shoot the rock? Cam Thomas. I want Thomas and Johnson. Give me the two Cams. And I want four number ones. What do y'all think? Give me 4 number ones. And I want Cam Thomas. And I want Cam Johnson. And I want 4 number ones from you. Because then I get back all the number ones I lost in the Utah deal. Plus, I get 2 players that probably a better team fits for me than Donovan Mitchell. Who said that? Oh, thank you, Smooth B. I greatly appreciate y'all so much, man. The love of your show is really good, man. I really have to say. Yes, that's Lord Sincere. But then again, they do have a pretty good one in Jared Allen. But yes, I would try to keep that guy if I was the Nets. But I would take the 2 Cams, 4 number ones, and I would take somebody else. Maybe not the center. I would take another young player, though. I would take another young player aside from those guys. Look at their roster, man. What would I want from them? Let me see. What would I want from them? I want another young player from Brooklyn. Let me see that roster, man. Look at these cats and see what I'd take from them. Well, how would I pilfer them to get what if they want Donovan Mitchell? I want Cam and Cam. I want Dorian Finney-Smith. Give me Dorian Finney-Smith, another vet. Yeah, I would like a young player, but I'll take Dorian Finney-Smith off here. You can have Lonnie Walker. I'll take Dorian Finney-Smith. Now I got at least 2 starters. Because, I got at least 2 starters, and I got a strong scorer off my bench from Cleveland. So, and who is it? BJ Bickerstaff? He ain't gonna play. You got to play some defense in Cleveland. He don't play that. They really, he pushes that defense. He's a good coach, man. He really pushes that defense. So Cam Thomas have to learn how to play real defense in the NBA. Real defense. Miami would probably give away the store to get just him, Bam, and Jimmy Butler together. Yeah, I think they got some. I'm not sure. I got to look up what does Nets. I think the Nets do have some number 1 picks, don't they? I think they do. I think they got some from Philly. I think when they traded James Harden. Let me just double check. Let me just see. Brooklyn Soup. Shame on you. when you step to the old dirty bastard. Let me see. I would. Let me see. Did they got any? Let me see here. They got any? What do they got here? All right, so they got Houston's. No, they number one going to Houston. They might have. They have a what is it? Top something protected. 2025. They got Suns pick 2025. They got 2027 top something protected. They got. Yeah, they got some picks. I don't know if they got enough though, but they got some picks. They do got some picks. Yeah, I don't know. They got some picks. We got to see what happens. Yeah. No, you know what though? When Obi and IQ right were on the bench for the Knicks, I just kept hearing Mobb Deep. You know, I kept hearing Mobb. That's why I call them Mobb Deep. But I be hearing Brooklyn Zoo now. When I be thinking of the Knicks right now, I think of ODB in Brooklyn Zoo. when I hear him now, when I be seeing Deuce and them come out, I'll be like ODB, man. And I be having it like on just the music without the lyrics. Oh man. I said, nah, they crazy. Yeah, man. I said, Tibbs letting them dogs out now, man. Tibbs letting them dogs out. For real. You take Jalen Green over Spider? For the Nets? Jalen Green, well, at least with Spider, right? See, with Spider, you're in the hunt for a chip. With Green, you're in rebuilding mode. Michael Drake, yeah, we know he wants the Knicks, but I'm saying realistically, the Knicks are not going to break up the Villanova crew to get Donovan Mitchell. It's not going to happen. They're not breaking up the Devo Brunson crew to get Donovan Mitchell. It's not happening. No, it's not going to happen. So forget Donovan Mitchell. I know what he wants, but it ain't going to work. Sorry, it ain't going to work. Just be real. It ain't going to work. That's right. Shame on you when you step to the old dirty bastard. Brooklyn Zoo. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So we'll see what happens. Oh, you think? See, he said I got that book on my back pocket. I don't know about that one. We'll see what happens, man. I don't think so. See, I think a lot of Coach Hauser. I think a lot of dudes is wishing and putting it on their platforms. These names, Devin Booker and Donovan Mitchell. But the Knicks, let me tell you. I mean, listen. Let me ask you. Let me see. CAA, you bringing up some interesting conversation. So let me ask you. You seem like a sane, rational young man. So let me ask you a question. If the Knicks go to the Eastern Conference Finals this year, are they trading anybody on their roster? That's what I'm asking. Thank you, VBiz Shop. Greatly appreciate it. If the Knicks go to the Eastern Conference Finals this year, are they trading anybody on their roster? No, they're not going to. That's what I'm saying. And if they don't, but they end up going 7 games in the second round without Juju, they ain't trading nobody. They keeping the whole crew. So they're not going to get a Devin Booker. You're not getting a Donovan Mitchell. That's what I'm saying. This is not happening. It's not happening. I don't care what these talking heads say about needing a star. No, the Knicks are good. We're good. Yeah, and what? Look here. Knicks will be at 26. Sam says an interesting. OKC and Houston are in the best positions to make a huge trade. But why would OKC do that? They're the top of the West. Them and Minnesota are the top of the West. Why would they do that? You know what I'm saying? OKC's legit good, man. They're legit good. They really are. So, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if the Knicks use the Dallas pick to get a late first rounder that they can groom for 2 years or 3 years from now. I wouldn't be surprised they did that. Yeah, I don't know why Ian Begley's doing that. The Knicks ain't interested in Cat. That ain't happening. I'm telling y'all, that ain't happening. Well, let's see. But CA Mafia, even if they did lose in the first round to the Lakers, they are such a young team. You got to let them run it back. They're so young. I think, if I'm not mistaken, OKC's the second youngest team in the league, and they're the top of the West. You gotta let them run it back, right? You gotta let them run it back. So yeah, it's true. I'm just not buying into my usual. I guess I'm doubting my boys. I'm doubting Shams. I'm doubting Ian. I'm doubting anybody that thinks the Knicks are going to break up their core for even any of these guys. I'm doubting that. I don't think they're going to do that. I can't see it, especially if they make a run in the playoffs. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Yes, I'm saying forget Cat. Forget Cat. You know, forget Cat. Bam. Embiid, you know what? You know, Embiid's knees are unreliable. Embiid's knees cause him to start to be mentioned as an entrant into the Anthony Ambulance School of Unavailability. Do you think we want to give up a king's ransom for a guy with Joe Namath knees? Do we want to give up a king's ransom for a guy with Joe Namath knees? Yeah, no, but Coach Hauser, MitchRob cost you $60 million over 4 years. Embiid cost you $50 million per year. I think there's a slight difference there. Right? Right? MitchRob costing you 14, 15 million a year, and my man's costing you 55, 57. So I don't know. I don't know about that one. I don't think so. No, I'm not gonna kill you, man. You too smart, Coach Hauser. I can't mess with Coach Hauser. You know, surround sound compatible. They're gonna pay Hartenstein. I ain't worried about Hartenstein either. They're gonna pay him. They're gonna pay OG, and they're gonna pay Precious. Don't worry. They're gonna bring back the crew. Everybody's coming back. Don't worry about that. Everybody's coming back. Everybody's coming back. I love our team. Now imagine the bench with now you add Juju starts and you add J Hart to the bench with Deuce, J Hart, Precious, and MitchRob, and they are now coming out of training camp healthy. What? Nah, man, we good. I love our team, man. We good. We got the squad that built by the Don. It's Don approved. Y'all know the squad. It's Don approved. We good. I don't know if we flip the bums November. The bum salaries is gonna pay our 3 dudes. The bum salaries gonna go off the books, and they're gonna be able to pay Hartenstein and OG and Precious. That's what the bums are good for. It's their money. It's not them. We don't need to flip them for nothing. Just thank you for your service. We wish you the best. Thank you for your service. We wish you the best. There's not enough room, Guilford McCormick. We already have 4 guys for the bench. There's not enough room for Gary Trent Jr. There's no space on him for the bench. Tibbs goes 9 deep, bro. What, Gary Trent Jr. wants to wait in the wing for somebody to get hurt? I don't think so. Hey, Senior Beef, what's up, big man? So he's not going to do that. Nah, Gary Trent Jr. wouldn't work. I think we're good. We got 4 guys for the bench already. I think we're good. Juju's down now, but please, let's play checkers. Let's stop playing checkers, Michael Drink. He ain't going to be down next year. We good. We don't need nobody. What we need? For what? We good. Because he's down now, you want to go trade everybody and get a star? That's typical Knicks Nation. Don't do that. Thank you, Jason Fletcher. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, no, we good, man. Don't worry about that. We need a star since Drew is down. Come on, man. You almost sound like Mark Berman. Michael Drake, are you really Mark Berman? Are you really Mark Berman? And you just you got a dummy count. You got a figure count. You Mark Berman? You sound like Mark Berman. Thank you, D-List. Appreciate that. Thank you, Colin. That was partly the reason, but KNYT, if you know the Don, there's more than one reason he makes a move. There's never just one reason. And if you know the Don, he makes moves where he has like 3 options. This is checkers. This, I mean, you're talking, but we're talking chess. The Don makes a move. So one of them, yes, they might flip it to a bigger deal. Another one is we might let it walk and just use the 19 million. Well, it's going to be 17 because he gets 2 million guaranteed. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's Hartenstein. Well, not really, Joe Curry, because Hartenstein is now with the Knicks now at 9 million, right? So you would add only part of Bodega Bum and Burks Bum's contract money, and you got Hart covered, you know? So we're good. Oh, you know what? When I looked at, speaking of that, Corey Lindsey, when I looked at the Friday night game last night, when they first came on, I don't know who was that they was playing before they played that banjo bump. There was they had a rap going. There was some rap going. Who do y'all remember who I'm talking? It was early when they first they put the Knicks on. They had this. I thought for a second, I said, oh, did they change the music? And then all of a sudden that Smiling Sambo came on, and I said, what the hell? But I thought for a second they changed the music. I said, did they change the music? And it sounded dope. Maybe, yeah, I think you might be right, Gumby. I think it was. I said, oh, man, did they change the music? I said, this is nice, man. And then all of a sudden, I was like, oh, my gosh, man. I thought they changed the music for a second, man. I was disappointed. It was a real tease. I was like, oh, did they change the music? And they came back with that banjo playing sambo. I was like, come on, baby. We got to do better than that. This is New York. Come on. I was very disappointed. Very disappointed. Yeah, very disappointed. Yeah. I don't know what it is. Hey, one thing. All you Dolan haters out here. This dude be employing some brothers. You cannot say he don't. This dude be employing some brothers. He's always throwing some brother in the executive office. So even the banjo dude, he's employing that brother at MSG. Okay, so the boy getting paid. I don't like the music. The boy getting paid. So, I mean, he really doing thing, man. I was like, dang. And look, if y'all remember, I don't know if some of y'all remember, but when Latrell I forgot how much money he wanted, but Dolan didn't give him exactly what he wanted. He went to the Timberwolves, okay? And when he came, he was cursing Dolan out something fierce. Did y'all see that? Some of y'all remember that? Dolan used to sit right under the basket at MSG and watch the game. He used to sit under the basket. And every time Latrell Sprewell scored, he would sit there and curse Dolan out and then run back down the floor. Y'all remember that? I remember that. I said that. And Dolan still hired his broke ass when he needed a job. After my man went through all his millions gambling and whores, Dolan still hired him. Still hired him, man. So I'm telling you, I mean, nobody can complain about. People that complain about Dolan don't even know what the hell they talking about. You following the daily news and them crap people with their platform know what the hell they talking about, that have some sort of beef with Dolan. I don't care who he vote for, if he vote for Trump or Bump or whoever, but he takes care of brothers at MSG. Yep. You know that Steve Mills is still at MSG. He's still there. Steve Mills is still getting paid his money. Okay? He's still getting paid his money. Look, did y'all hear? I just saw this last night that the Nets are interested in Johnny Bryant. Did y'all see that? The Nets are interested in talking to Johnny Bryant about their head coaching gig. Did y'all hear that? But and I would be kind of sad to lose Johnny Bryant, but I would understand because they're going to re-up Tibbs. But you know what, though? You know what? Wouldn't it be nice if we got what's the boy's name from Louisville? Price. If we got Kenny back, wouldn't it be nice if we got KP back? Wouldn't it be nice if we got him back? All right, we lose Johnny Bryant, but we get Kenny back. That would be something, though. Exactly, Gumby. It's right. You can't carry no gat in Madison Square Garden. So this boy 6'9", 250 coming at you and he drunk too, and you ain't got nothing. You can't pick up a chair and hit that brother. So you gonna be running too, and tell him don't come back. Yeah. Yeah. But did you hear that though? Knicks be 2026. Did you hear that? I read that yesterday. And I think I read it from. I don't forgot who I read it from. But they were talking about asking for permission to talk to Johnny Bryant for their next head coaching gig. Did they? Look, man. I'm sure there's probably 20 teams aggressively going after Donovan Mitchell. I'm sure. I'm sure about that. But we'll see where he goes. I don't think D. Mitch wants to end up in San Antonio. I don't think so. I could see Miami. I could see the Nets. And if you were to say the Lakers or the Clippers, I would see that too. Those are glamour cities. He don't want to go to no San Antonio, Texas. For what? I like Pop, but he ain't going down there. I know, Grimby. I heard that too, man. Spike need to calm down, man. He need to calm the flock down, or just make like a shepherd and get the flock out of here. He need to calm down. Ain't nothing. It ain't worth all that drama. But I'm saying, CAA, all three, like Brooklyn, LA, Miami, that's more glamour places. New York, Brooklyn's still New York, so that's still glamour spot versus San Antonio. He ain't going down there for what? He ain't going down there. I can see Miami. I can see Brooklyn. I can see LA for either the Clippers or the Lakers. I can see that. He ain't going nowhere like Sacramento. He ain't doing that. Yeah. Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm not worried about Miami. Not for this playoffs. Not this year. No, I'm not. Bam think he dirty. Okay, let's get aggressive then. That's all that means. See, Tibbs only wants the refs to be consistent. He's not worried about how aggressive, and the Knicks are not worried about how aggressive Miami is, how physical they are. No, hell no, we're not worried about that. We just want the refs to be consistent and if you're gonna let them be aggressive, then let's do it. The Knicks ready. We can handle that. For real. We can handle that. We got roughnecks. OG when he ain't hurt, when he ain't hurt, he's a roughneck. Hartenstein's a roughneck. Then we already know Hart's a roughneck, and we already know Deuce is a roughneck. These some rough dudes, man. You don't want to mess with them. Precious. You want to get rough? Let's get rough, baby. You want to get rough, man? Let me introduce you to my little friend. We're going to do some business. That's it. You know what I mean? Shoot. Let's do it then. Don't worry about Miami. Get to Miami. Yeah, you know what? It was November. That gambling thing, for real, though. That could be a major problem in the playoffs. The gambling could be a major problem. You know how much money is at stake in gambling every day, but then you add the playoffs to it? They better scrutinize these refs a little bit more, in my opinion. They need to scrutinize them a little more. They need to really watch them, man. Yeah, man, really mess up, man. What's up, Jay Singh? Mess up the sports, bro. I ain't lying. I ain't lying at all. You ain't lying yet. You telling the truth, bro. Telling the truth. Telling the truth. Oh, my wife got a ribeye for me. It's about that time, y'all. So look, again, I cannot give you enough props. I really cannot. It's impossible for me to cover the amount of thanks for all the love that your guys showed. That was really something else. I can't get over it for real. And I told my wife, she said, well, I said, yeah, mommy, they sent me over 100 condolences. It was crazy. I mean, mommy, it was like crazy. I'm trying to answer them too. But man. Yeah, so yeah, man, I'm getting ready to have feed-dash or ribeye. My wife's gonna have some. We're gonna have ribeye, and then we're gonna sit down. She's gonna make, and you know what I like with the ribeye? She makes some hellified cabbage. My mama, let me put it this way. My wife ain't no angel, right? But daggone. I was just telling this next door neighbor yesterday. I said, my wife's fine as hell. You know that, right? And then my neighbor was already gawking her. That's why I said it. He was already like gawking her. I said, yeah, she fine. My wife fine as hell, man. He said, yeah. I said, yeah, I know. That's mine. I said, she make me look old and fat. She young and pretty. And she married, but she young and pretty. Made me look old and fat. I'm good. I know listen, I ain't going to say Monica ain't all that. My girl Sherrod, But look, man, I ain't gonna front either. I got some stuff, and homegirl can throw down. See, don't let me get to preaching and stuff, but daggone, a man wants a wife. See, you can find a swimsuit model, but it's hard to find a wife. You can find something that you want to get busy with. You can find something that looks good, but a wife, that's different, bro. That's a whole different game. A wife. And I got one. I got a wife. Daggone it. I ain't gonna front. And she making me some food, and I already know. She be watching me saying, Poppy, is it good? You know, there's nothing. I mean, listen, I love sisters, but to me, Boricua. She said, Poppy, is it good? What do you think? And she be watching me. And I gotta if I don't give her the thumbs up, she be, what's wrong with it? What's wrong with it? Nah, man. Telling y'all, man. Telling y'all. For real. So I'm gonna be getting this steak. Again, thank y'all for all the love, man. All of the condolences, all the prayers. Man, y'all the best. There's no doubt. Y'all the best. Sometimes I get annoyed with y'all, and you know that. I am raw Hebrew. But love y'all. For real. Love y'all, man. For real. Straight love. Straight love. For real. Straight love. And we're gonna enjoy this game tonight. I'm gonna actually be working. I'm not taking they gave me like a week of bereavement time. I'm not gonna take it yet. I'm not gonna take it all. I'm gonna wait until actually we get to the funeral. Funeral is gonna be down. We changed our mind. We decided to do it here in Florida because my father was actually his happiest years were down here. So we're going to do it right here in the same town we at here in Florida. So the funeral is going to be in Florida. I done went to the funeral parlor today. We're making the arrangements. So it's going to be down here, man. And yeah, it's going to be down. And I'm me and my moms, we both very happy about that decision. So we're moving forward here. I got to go meet with the cemetery people tomorrow. Try to find a nice spot for my dad. And then, yeah, it's going to be all good, man. Again, thank y'all so much for that. I praise the Most High for y'all. Really. Thank you. And so we'll be back after the game tomorrow to discuss, hopefully, a Knicks win. We'll see what happens, but we're going to talk about it. Thank you again. Blessings upon you and all your family, too. Thank you. Shalom to all of you.